How's my lighting? Is it good?
Que Padre.
Boom! What's up, everybody?
Yo, Merry Christmas, bro. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry belated Christmas.
Merry belated.
Since we're a little bit late, maybe some people are barely celebrating today. Quien sabe? Everybody's schedules are different.
Still celebrating.
Still celebrating. Un poquito de todo. But it is nice. Welcome, everybody. This is one of your hosts, Froilan, with my boy Chris. Welcome to Que Padre, a podcast about Latino fatherhood in general, mental health, relationships, and everything in between. We are here to talk about the last, on the last podcast for the year 2023. It's so nuts that this is the last one for the year. But I'm excited. I wanted to touch on a cool one today, but before we jump in, Chris, how are you? How was your Christmas with your family? ¿Cómo te la pasaste?
It was good, bro. It started a little bit a little bit on the like damn kind of side because we had planned to go eat breakfast.
Simón.
Myself, my kids, my brother's family, and my sister's family, and I don't know. We completely forgot, or we just out of touch of whatever's going on. But like obviously everything was fucking closed, right?
Simón.
And since it was quite a bit of us, it's more than 10 of us. Where like the wait time for like Denny's and stuff was kind of closed. So we ended up going to Shakey's and fucking had lunch there. And then after that, we went to my sister's house in over there in La Puente, and we opened up the rest of the gifts there and played games. You know, chilled around with family, watched a little bit of some boring ass Raider game, and chilled there pretty much the whole day. Just had fun with the
A
family.
gusto.
It's yeah. I wouldn't say drinking because nobody was drinking, but yeah, just chilling.
Nice. For us, it was actually chill. On Christmas Eve, we hung out right here at the house. We had my father-in-law over, my sister-in-law came over, and aquí le pasamos un rato, watched a little Indiana Jones, ate some food, some pozole, ya sabes, pozole, sus taquitos, y el pan, y abrimos regalos, and then, yesterday we went to my mom's. It was nice, man. It was good. Just chill. I
Yeah.
think the biggest difference, and you might trip out on this one, is this was my first holiday season sober. So, uh, yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip. It was good. It was nice.
First holiday season's over.
Simón,
I don't get it.
sober. Siempre ando
Oh,
pisteado. I'm always
sober.
sober.
I heard
Dry.
I heard Ober. Like I'm like,
No,
the
no,
fuck?
sobrio, way.
You're planning on dying or what the fuck?
No way. No. So it's the first one that
Sober,
first one,
sober.
obviously, since I
Okay.
was a kid where I haven't really drank. And it was cool, man. It was chill. You know, I didn't wake up the next day hating my life, and it was nice. Woke up in the morning with the kids, todo bien chingón,
Yeah.
and it was nice, man. It was good. But that's a different topic for another day. I think we should talk about that. But what I wanted to touch on today is, I posted something on it today, uh, about how when Christmas comes and the presents come, and we open up the presents, there's this belief for this this idea that dad is gonna be surprised with the gifts, right? Like, we didn't buy the gifts, we didn't shop, we didn't get them. We just show up. We help contribute to the purchase of them. We help, be part of it. But we're getting surprised too, right? Because mom did all the shopping or whatever. Um,
Like, oh shit, I
and
bought that.
yeah, like, oh, like, oh, Santa Claus got you that? What? And then, yeah. So that's what I wanted to touch on because that is, I feel like that's not the case anymore. I feel like for the most part, and I may be wrong. I feel like for the most part, some of us papas are actually, aside from changing the norm and being present and being part of, being an active parent and raising the kids. Pero también, we're taking a lot of these roles. We're shopping, we're buying, we're partaking, into the Christmas magic per se, um, and yeah. So I don't know. How was it for you? I mean, obviously your kids are older, so do they
Um,
does Iris believe in Santa Claus still or no?
no, I don't think so. But she still writes to him, but she knows that he doesn't come.
Yeah,
Again, my situation is different because they get basically double the gifts, you know. So they get whatever I get them, and they get whatever their mom gets them.
yeah,
So it's double on that part. But no, not necessarily. Do they believe in it? Did she believe in other stuff? I think I still like the Tooth Fairy and like the Elf on the Shelf type stuff. But as far as uh, Santa Claus, no, I don't think so. I don't think so because obviously she gives a list to me, and basically I try to ask for everything, bro. I try to normally prepare way in advance.
yeah.
So I've been picking at their brain little by little, month after month, just so that it's not as heavy for me to buy them stuff because the Adrian stuff is getting a little bit more expensive. Um, the stuff that he wants is not as it's not as simple or easy to obtain anymore.
Oh well, yeah,
Um,
he's older.
yeah, and every time he's like, "So what size are you? So what size are you? What size are you?" And he's like, "Why do you keep on asking me?" He's like, "What? Don't you know?" I'm like, well, no, I don't. One, I don't live with you. And two, you're growing. You know, you're growing. One week you're this size, another week you're that size, and you fluctuate a lot. I just want to make sure that by the time you do wear what I get you, it fits. You know.
Yeah.
Um, Starting the school year, he was fitting okay into extra larges, and then now the extra large is too big. So he lost weight. Now I have to get him large. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always asking. I want to make sure it fits him. It doesn't fit him too big. You know.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I myself, even when I was with their mom, we've always planned it pretty on time. We decided where to hide them for a while.
Yeah.
At least starting from November, we start. Unless it's kind of like unless it was a hard toy to find. We've had two from what I remember that we had two toys that were difficult to find because they were sold out everywhere, and they were both for Adrian. One year is when Despicable Me came out.
Órale, well the minions.
Yeah, the Minions. It was they used to have this gun that instead of shooting stuff, it was a fart gun.
Oh.
So whenever you shot it, it made fart noises. Y este cabrón wanted a fucking Minions fart gun. So I was looking for that shit everywhere. Walmart doesn't have it. Target doesn't have it. We go to the one in Pico. We go to the one in Downey when that open. We go to Norwalk. We go to Cerritos, Long Beach, everywhere. Nobody. Finally, we found it through Amazon, I believe.
Simon.
And the other one
Good
was
old Amazon.
the other one
Saving.
was this pretty. It was like a 3 foot bat cave, bro, from Batman. when he goes into Batman. So get Batman, Batman this, Batman that, and también hard to find. Fucking $100 fucking toy, and he ends up playing with it like two, three times, and valiendo madre, you know. But yeah, other than that, no, no, I don't. I'm not usually a last minute. At least not with my kids. I'll tell you that. With my kids, no. For some adults, yes. Pero it's more like what the fuck do I get them? You know, I don't even know what they like or what they want, or so it always ends up being like a random gift card or a
Yeah.
bottle of liquor or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's
So
a question, right? And obviously you and I are a little bit different. Or again, we're part of that generation that's trying to do things differently, right? So my dad, it's funny because he, he's still the same way. My mom goes by. My mom, she goes out and buys whatever, and he goes, oh, ese es mío, ese te lo di yo, here you go, you
oh,
know,
this is a me papi.
yeah, it's he's like he's surprised at what he
You
got,
got it,
right?
no? Yeah.
My suegro same way, he gives Vero money and she buys whatever she's gonna buy, and then we just say it's from grandpa, and he goes, oh hey,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad you
I
bought you
get.
this, whatever.
You know what it is? I think it is that their generation more or less. Uh, they didn't really know us, bro. You know, and they still don't. They don't pay too much attention to what the kids like or whatever. You know, because I remember when we were little. Y me acuerdo kind of vaguely that one day before Christmas, it was sometime during the first or second week of December. Se iban los dos shopping.
Simon.
Okay, vamos a ir a la tienda. You know, him and my dad, y nos dejaban con my sister or whatever. And they would come back,
With
but they
nothing.
wouldn't come back with shit. You know?
Yep.
And ¿qué compraron? Oh, nada, no, nada más fuimos a ver. Fuimos a la Target a ver qué había. Oh, all right. Well, when you're a kid, it just flies by you. And that's one of the things that me and like my kids' mom would do too. We would go shopping, but we obviously us probably a lot earlier. And también, pero sí, nosotros, we would make sure that we would go late, late to like Walmart or Target or whatever was open. Everything's open late that time.
Go and
Um,
put things on layaway. So you can come back from another time when
no, not
you're
even that. Not even that. Los dejamos ahí en el garage de ahí de la casa, or we leave them in the car. You
Simon.
know, we leave them in the car, and sometimes I remember I would forget. I was about to open the trunk. Oh shit!
Yeah.
What's that? What's in the trunk? What do you have there? Is that mine? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Uh,
again, one day we would wake up and there's fucking gifts in the fucking underneath the tree. You know. What the
yeah.
fuck?
Eh, So I wanted to actually point out something you did say, and it looks like my friend Katie actually she did the same thing. Uh, uh, our parents didn't pay too much attention to what we really liked. They didn't know us, right? So they didn't know what to get. I've heard my dad. "Pues, no, ¿qué le voy a comprar? No sé. Tú ve,
Yeah.
tú sabes qué comprarle, right?
Tú lo
That's what they would
conoces
tell our
más.
mom. Tú, no, but see, but the thing is, I don't think my dad said no lo conoces, right? They're not gonna say that. ¿Cómo no lo conoces? Es tu hijo, right? No, pues no sé qué comprarle. No sé, no sé.
Yeah.
So I think and
But also depending on what age group too. What age we were. Because I remember when we were already like in middle school and in high school, they would take us.
oh, pues sí. Well, it got easier. We made it easier for them. We're like, hey,
My,
dad.
my dad and my mom would take us to what back then was Miller's Outpost, Anchor
Mm-hmm.
Blue. Y me decía mi dad, okay, para su Navidad, ¿qué quieren? And he was like, ¿quieres scotch? ¿O quieres ropa? You know? And obviously I would say clothes because I know I could get more, you know? And he's like, okay, si quieres ropa, te voy a comprar tres pantalones y tres camisas. You know, and we would go to Miller's Outpost and fucking I said, sacaba mis two pants and my three shirts. Back in the day, we wore flannels, you know, or white undershirts. And then de pura chiripa, y, hey dad, mira, tienen este cologne. Nada más cuesta $20. I'll share it with my brother.
El Cool Water, Dad. Este está bueno.
Whatever cologne they had there, I don't know, whatever brand.
They have Curve on special, mira.
They, so, but I had to like, oh, it's for me and my brother, you know, we'll share it. But
Yeah.
I was the one that controlling it. Hey, you could only put one spray, fool.
So, yeah. So as you got older, well, obviously you get older, we kind of make it. And I'm thinking, I'm just trying to get into the mindset of my dad, right? Obviously we got older. We as the children or the kids, we make it easier for them to buy us something because it's like, well, it's not. Como dicen, no es ¿por qué se llama Noel?
Mm.
Porque los regalos te lo compra tu papá, no él.
Oh, yeah.
and
I saw that this year. I saw that shit.
and yeah, so obviously you get older, you make it easier for your dad because there's no Santa Claus, right? You now
Yeah,
there's no Santa Claus, and so now you make it easy. Hey, dad, I need this, I want this, and so I think at that point it makes it more easy for your dad to probably be more part of. Mira, mijo, te voy a comprar algo, no sé qué comprarte, pero qué ocupas,
yeah.
right?
And usually, and after that, I remember all the high schools probably was all gift cards. Esas, te digo, y mi ropa toda era de ahí de Anchor Blue, so puras gift cards Anchor Blue. Even my sister, because my sister's 11 years older than me,
Yeah,
she's like, I don't know what to get you. I go, just give me a gift card. Just give me a gift card to what? To Miller's Outpost or Anchor Blue, or give me a Nike card, or whatever,
Simon.
you know. And so for a while, and that's all I got. Nothing but gift cards, Nothing, put gift cards, gift cards, gift cards.
Yeah,
Because then now, obviously, you go later, and then you go choose whatever you want.
exactly. So, so I think that's a good one, right?
But even
That's a
even
good one.
even even for you, I think it's a little easy too right now, because one, your boy is still little. It's not like he writes his list. You get him two, three toys of what you know that he likes, y con eso he's gonna have a ball. Or
But that's the difference.
even con la caja del wrapper, del regalo, con
Yeah,
eso te va a entretener. Ahora tu daughter, I think she's starting to kind of ask what she sees on TV, or
yeah,
she might have seen when you took her to Target that one day. Oh, I want that, Daddy.
yeah. No, she tells us. She tells us. But that's the difference. That's what I guess. That's the difference now. Like, like we are privileged to be able to ask and have these conversations with our kids, pay attention to what they're saying, to where, I mean, in today's world, I could still be like, "Hey, babe, just buy whatever the kids need and want, and then here's the money."
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna take care of work, but just take care of the kids, whatever
But
you need.
I think that's more of you willingly not to be part of it
Is it though? Like,
physically.
hey,
Yeah.
but you know what, babe? Like, I
Yeah.
don't
Why
got
not?
time.
I
I don't
mean,
got.
why
Hold on.
not?
Well, here, let me be devil's advocate,
No,
babe.
no, no.
Look,
But
I got
but
I gotta work
again,
overtime. I gotta work overtime this month. I actually I don't have time. If you're gonna go to Target, here, look, here's some money. Just buy whatever they need and just whatever it is. Let me know, or buy it and then let me know and te mando dinero.
I
I
agree.
can't. I
I
don't have
agree.
time. I don't have time to go to the store,
I agree and
and
I
I just
don't
can't.
agree. I agree and I
Right.
don't agree because there's time. There's time for everything, bro. There's absolutely time for everything.
So
Uh,
do you think our dads at some point just didn't want to buy us anything? They didn't want to be
no,
part of
well,
it?
and if we're talking about, if I'm talking about my dad, there was time because, like I told you, that they would leave shopping. They would say they were going to go shopping, and then come back with nothing. So they had the time. It's just it's got to be. It's more of more that making the time because it doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
Especially if you have one or two kids. Now, if you have more than that, then yeah, obviously that can take time. But then again, since everything is so easy now, bro,
Yeah.
uh, you can order it while you're taking a shit.
True. Very
Huh?
true.
You
Yeah,
can
and I'm not
order it.
taking away from that. Obviously,
You can order it while you're getting ready to go to bed. You know, even while
Simon.
you're shopping from, and not just from Amazon, bro, from any store, any store. Even while you go buy your 12 pack of beers and you're waiting in line, they make it easy for you to. They put the stuff while you're in line too. A bottle of this. They even put Hot Wheels. They put whatever it is. If your little kid, 5 year old, is into Hot Wheels, fuck, get him like 10 Hot Wheels, and con eso he'll have a blast.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not impossible. Can it be a little difficult? Okay, maybe, but it's not impossible at all.
No, not at all. So, and again, obviously things are different. We buy our kids gifts and we pay attention to what they like, blah blah blah. But I'm trying to think back, like at
You're
what point? At what point? I think where I'm trying to get at is it probably like when my dad was younger and obviously he had the kids. At what point did and I'm saying it because I saw it where my mom I would go with my mom to get gifts for us,
mm.
my brother and my sister, but I would go with her
It was
and
probably
it
it
was
was
my
probably
dad just talking about, mira, compra es lo que ocupan, compra es lo que ocupan. And that's it. Here's the money.
it was probably more he didn't want to deal with the whole situation.
I wouldn't say he wanted to deal with it because he took me. He took me. He took me to buy gifts. He's taking me to buy gifts. Pero thinking back, he used to work, entraba a las que 4 de la mañana y trabajaba hasta sábados a veces también.
Right.
So maybe, I'm trying to think, and again, I'm trying to think logically, trying to think about the difference, right? Was maybe he was just too tired.
So you put yourself in that situation. Would you do what he did, or no?
Well,
Or would you go out of your way to do it?
well, there wasn't Amazon, there wasn't internet when he was doing it
No,
when we
well,
were
that's
kids,
what I'm
right?
saying. Put yourself in that situation.
Yeah. So if I was in his shoes, right? If I was in his shoes, and this is not to say that my dad never bought us anything, and
Right.
no, no, no. Like él siempre nos traía algo, hasta del trabajo nos traía un pinche muffin, güey. De
Right.
todo nos traía.
Well, that's what I'm
Y
saying.
esto, ¿verdad?
That's what
But
I'm saying. So, because the thought was there, and like I see, like you're saying, even the muffin from the lonchera
Simón,
was able to be brought home. That's why I think there's no excuse to, on your drive home, take that extra 20, 30 minutes to get one gift every week, right? Oh, uno for fucking son A esta semana, otro for son B esta otra semana, otro for son C esta semana. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or if you are that type of person that you wait till the last minute because of no time, then start getting ready before, bro. That's why I
So
think there's no excuses. You know,
so would you hold it against? I
I
mean,
can't
being
I
as
can't
better.
hold it. I can't hold
Well,
it
being
against
as
anybody. I can't hold it against anybody because anybody's willing and not willing to do whatever they want.
I guess.
At this
Eh,
point, you're
I
just
think
finding excuses to whatever uh, for those people that don't.
so. So what if the partner says, "I'll buy the gifts. Don't worry about it. You work
Oh,
hard. I'll take care of it."
okay, then that's different. That's different because then somebody is offering to do it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
es como si yo pusiera la excusa, güey. Yo que estoy solo, oh, I just don't have time. I don't have time to be going to the store, and I have to work and to provide for them. And the only time off that I have is when I'm with them. So when do I find time to do this?
yeah.
I have to find time, bro. There's got to be one way or another to find the time to do something. You know,
Okay. No, I get
always,
it.
always. Yeah.
I
It
guess.
also depends on the person. How far are you willing to go to get shit done. And I don't mean by
Simon,
distance, is but what are you willing to give up to make sure that that is done?
Simon,
I
and
don't. I
the
could be
reason I
wrong.
brought it up too is I think obviously as we get older, and as I'm a parent, and we're buying more gifts, we're trying to be more involved on that front, and making sure that we can do that. Uh, like I just thought about it, right? It came to mind. I saw a lot of posts of like dads getting like, "What? You bought that?" Like I saw somebody on
Yeah,
PlayStation, right? Freaking
yeah.
what? Like, well, how didn't you know? How did you not know?
You got a
Like
PlayStation,
what the? Like what?
and then not only that too, but then say the wife is the one that takes care of everything, right? Because that's how it works for them or whatever, right?
Simon,
Not necessarily because of timing, but obviously wife knows more details about the kids, right? Um, the wife not communicating to the husband, hey, I got them this, and this, you know, or the day of the wrapping, hey, come and help me wrap the gifts.
Simon. Yeah, there's
I
got to
think,
be some level of
I think,
communication.
I think at that point it's just not being wanting to be part of it, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
You
you're
know?
right. Um, so that brings me to the next thing that I wanted to bring up too was uh, what did you do this year to add or enhance the holiday magic per se?
Ooh.
I'll start while you think. It looks like I got
Well,
you in deep thought.
I don't think so much holiday magic. I think again our situation in my family because of what has happened during December and during all that and this year nobody got sick too. Um, so I don't know if you remember my dad passed away in December last year.
Yeah,
So and then my mom had passed away the year before in October and buried her in November. So these months are where for the past 2 years have been pretty difficult, you know. So it's not as far as trying to make it magical. It's more of and not trying to get over it either, but just kind of moving forward of that situation while still remembering, obviously, keeping the spirit and the hope alive for the little ones. But yeah, keeping it a little bit more normal. I think what we did yesterday with the family, and you'll see it on the pictures that my sister posted. Uh, all of the grandkids were there. All my mom's grandkids were there. My brother was there. That's why I'm telling you that I think it's an effort on the parents to be um, a part of whatever it is because again during the situation my brother could have said, you know what, I'm working on that day, I have to work, and he took the day off and he was there with us and he played the games and he associated what we were doing and all that, so.
so maybe magical wasn't the right word. Like, how did you make it
Well,
memorable?
it was magical and it was memorable because again we were all together, we were all having fun. Our parents weren't brought up, so it's not like it was a sad moment or anything like that. It was more of a let's have fun with who we have now, and obviously with the respect of our parents, remember them and let them know that we're okay.
Yeah,
Uh, I think that was a good part because my son did mention it. And he's been mentioning it this past couple of years. He's like, Dad, I remember last year I wasn't feeling Christmas that much. Like Christmas was like whatever to me. And it was the first time I had heard it, and I was like, "Well, what do you mean? I mean, you got all the gifts." She's like, "Yeah, but Grandma and Grandpa weren't here." So
yeah.
it's like, "Fuck." And then this year, like November, December, passing Thanksgiving, is like, "Dad, this year Christmas feels a little better." You know, Christmas feels like Christmas again.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, cool. Finally, we're kind of heading towards the right direction to where it's not sad, or it's not going to continue being as sad for any special occasions.
Yeah.
We're heading the right direction. So that made me feel good. And
Yeah.
obviously, a few um, gifts that I gave both Iris and Adrian that were a little bit personalized, where it shows that it's for them.
Simon.
But that was pretty much it. Like I said, having the family together was really good.
No, it's good. I mean, I mean, good as in I'm glad that you were able to kind of make it memorable with having the whole family be involved, and especially with the Adrian, telling you that this year he feels like it's feeling more like Christmas, which is good.
Right.
Um, este, one of the things that I wanted to share, not to kind of you know go like over what you said, because it's just a different situation for me at home.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, obviously your kids are older. For me this year, and again going back into being involved and trying to do things, and trying to be part of the whole Christmas thing. Pero so this year, Emilia finally understands about Santa Claus, and you got to go to bed because Santa Claus coming. He's gonna bring some gifts, y no sé qué tanto. Um, so what we ended up doing is like after we put him down, they like I ended up building like some toys and put them in the living room, so that when
Yeah.
they woke up in the morning, we're like, "Whoa, what the heck? Like, what was that?" Um,
Did you guys? Did you get? Have you done the whole footprint thing and all that?
I just that was the first I recorded. I hadn't posted just because I didn't post it. I haven't
Yeah.
posted anything on my Instagram, but yeah, we did the footprints. I got my boots and made some footprints, and we have a chimney, but hay un montón de juguetes. We can't get through, but um like we were able to put footprints. She's like, oh, look, the footprints, this and that, right? So she freaked
Yeah.
out. Not freaked out, but she was like, whoa. She was like, it was a lot of like, whoa, what's that? Whoa, so I think next year it's gonna be a little bit more important, and I was tired, and I
How,
remember
how,
telling her, I was like,
how old is she?
she's 4.
Okay, so she missed start regular school next year,
She'll be in kindergarten next year, yeah.
but regular school or still the
No,
daycare?
pues no, yeah, regular public school.
That's one of I guess that's what we have to kind of watch out now. Well, watch out and kind of be careful with because now it's obviously there's gonna be some kids that don't believe in it.
Yeah. So
To not mess it up
so
for them.
yeah. But yeah, man, it was something that's pretty cool. Obviously, I was building stuff, and I don't know, it felt different. Like, I remember I had done stuff like that when I was younger for my brother and my sister. Me llevo con 4 años, so I had a couple of years of, oh, I know the truth. You guys don't know yet, and so I could help with like doing the stuff that we did, right? And so uh, that's why I was asking about the. That's why this whole thing came up, because I saw the whole mija just go comprenle lo que le compren, because I was part of the
Yeah.
planning committee, right? Pero yeah, so I think it's one of those things where I was kind of looking forward to it, you know like, obviously Emilia's getting older, um and she's getting excited about the presents, she's getting excited about things, and yeah, I think right now she's barely understanding the whole concept of Christmas, and she's starting to comprehend. I get presents, um
Mhm.
we don't really tell her if you're good, you're gonna get presents. If you're bad, you're gonna go on a naughty. Like I don't know. We don't. We just.
Hey, bro, one year, my parents did that to us. I remember. Uh, we were little, because they did the whole Santa thing. Uh, I vaguely remember that for Christmas, obviously the tree was there, and there would be a few gifts, but they were for like family members, que
Yeah.
para la tía, que para a coworker or vecino or whatever, and it was nothing for us. Nothing for us, llegaba el día 20, 21, 22, and there'd be no gifts for us, and I'd be like, what the fuck, we're not gonna get shit. And then all of a sudden, being at Christmas, we would go to my aunt's house, and we celebrate, Noche Buena over there. The party, the whole dinner, the drinking, and all that. And obviously, we would get a couple gifts from my tia's house, and that was it. And when we would come home, obviously, there's still no gifts until the next morning. Despertábamos, my brother and I, and the gifts would be there. What the fuck,
Yeah.
gifts, you know. Y luego the one that would pass them out would be my dad. My dad would pass them out, pero one year nada más había dos regalos. It was one for my brother and one for me, güey. And no mames, güey. Ese year nos tocó. I- I'm not gonna lie, nos tocó coal. My dad nos puso a couple of little bricks of coal on mine and my brother, and I remember my brother started crying and what the hell? Look, Chris, what I got, and this and that. But they were playing a joke on us. Ya sale mamá de la cocina, and she's like, pero with a handful of gifts and all that shit. But they had us fooled for a little bit with the whole that Santa brought us coal because we had been bad that year, supposedly.
Yeah.
I remember I almost got crying. I got teary eyed. My brother started crying. Well, I must have been probably like 4 or 5, dude. I was young. I asked my brother. He says que no se acuerda.
No, it's like, oh no, but
We were
it was
little.
it was hidden and buried deep into the subconscious. He doesn't want to remember it. One thing that I haven't and that I've held off
But
from
that's what we
doing.
were. That's what we still remember. We
eh,
thought that we thought Christmas, was still
Yeah,
Santa Claus and all that shit. Even though we
Simon.
didn't have a chimney, we had that little the hole in the kitchen, and fuck, yo veía ese cuadrito, güey, like, "Dang, ese pinche gordo por ahí cabe." Y nos decía mamá, oh, es que Santa Claus tiene magia y
Tiene magia, güey. Es mago el puto.
flaquito. And I remember in the Christmas movies, se hacía, that's when Tim Allen se hacía delgadito
Simon.
and all that shit. Like, fuck. But then he's gonna fall into the stove, and my mom's gonna get mad because he's gonna make a mess.
Es puta mierda. Yeah.
Hace un ruidazo, y cómo le haces not to wake up anybody? Nah, he can't. Santa Claus doesn't come here.
Yeah.
Santa Claus doesn't come to the ghetto. All
The
that shit.
ghetto. Nah. I've been avoiding the elf. I see the elf. It looks cool, but man, para andar moviendo esa madre todas las
It's a
noches.
lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work.
Shit,
It's
man.
a lot of work. My daughter, we did it with Daedrin for a couple of years, and then somebody at school messed it up for us, and he stopped believing. He said, "No, it's not true. It's not true. I already saw it. I already saw a video, and it's not true." But we started with the elf, and we would paint his face. Yeah,
Yeah.
or he would
Yeah,
he,
that's what I want. I mean, I
he would
do.
he would he would get all his Legos y los tiramos. Adrian, why didn't you put away your Legos? I did put away my Legos. I put it right, mommy. You saw me. I go no, and then the elf I was right there next to the Legos. He did it. He did. I go, he must have done it. Oh no, Adrian, what are you gonna do? I don't know. What should I do? You know. But that only lasted like 2 years, and then I would see somebody at school messed it up from.
Yeah. So yeah, and so my friend Katie, right? She's over here. She's talking to us over here, and she's talking about how she did it, and how we decide how the elf is gonna be. She does events and activities to promote kindness. She doesn't do the naughty stuff. See, I would probably do some of the naughty stuff just because I'm a
Because
prankster.
it's funny, bro.
I'm a prankster at heart,
Yeah, it's
but
funny. And
I think
for us boys, it's funny. You
yeah,
know,
and
and
so
we don't find the negativity in it, but it all depends
yeah,
how you do it.
yeah. So I think that aspect of it I would like, um, pero yeah, I mean I just I haven't I've held off because I just don't want to commit yet, and I know if I start it, then I gotta commit,
But
and
yeah, but it just depends on how far you want to go. So it could be something small,
mm-hmm,
something small, something that you teach her to do, and she's very adamant about doing, and then all of a sudden it's not there, or it's not where she left it that night. You know,
mm-hmm,
not necessarily paint her face, but if you told her to put away her muñecas, and then there's one muñeca out of place, and the outfit's right there.
yeah.
Emmy, didn't I tell you to put away your dolls? I did, Daddy. I did do it. It was the elf. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that part I would have fun with, and I feel like Vidal would have a real good.
And
He
then
would have a lot of fun with it.
When Vidal finds out, he's like, "Oh, he did it, and you didn't do your job." So he would like instigate.
Yeah.
And the next year, do it with him. So
But yeah, man. So that's the only one I've kind of held off from. But I think this is the first year, and my kids are still young, but this is the first year that we kind of were able to kind of partake a little bit into that Christmas quote unquote magic, right? Where the footsteps. I think the footsteps. That's one of the ones that I was like I was looking forward to. I'm
it's
glad we
just
have a chimney so we
it's
can we
fun,
can play
bro.
with
It's
it.
really
But
fun when a child believes in that magic, because that's what it is. It's making it fun for them. It's not
Simon,
so much about I'm gonna get gifts, I'm gonna get gifts, I'm gonna get gifts, but the spirit of what Christmas really is, and celebration of being happy, celebration of life, of what it really means,
yeah,
and also make them also believe that they're able to get these gifts because they are good kids, and they are um ¿cómo se puede decir? Our kids are very lucky to be able to receive what they want.
yeah,
You know? Not necessarily just because other kids in other countries are not able to, but there's a lot of kids within our neighborhoods that cannot get what they want.
yeah.
So maybe it's other family members that are not as fortunate as we are.
Yeah. On that note, I did. I think we did do a couple of the gifts. Like we were writing from Santa, and then we're like,
Yeah,
you know what? For mom and dad, we can't give Santa all the credit, right? We wrote some of like we bought Emilia like a tablet this year. Like we're gonna travel next year. We want to get a tablet for her to have in the meantime, but try whatever we did some. So not that it cost an arm and a leg because it was I bought like a little basic tablet, but like I do understand that maybe not all the kids have the ability to have an iPad or a tablet, right? And so I don't want to say Santa brought it and then kid goes to school, Santa got me a tablet, and then kids feel bad because oh, how come Santa didn't give me a tablet? It's
but
like
I mean
you
that's just
know
something you can't control.
yeah, you can't control it, but still, um, I think stuff like that though. At the same time, is telling our kids like, no, your mom and your dad got you this more expensive gift,
Uh,
um, but like Santa got you these gifts because you were good or whatever. However you want to take those conversations, but I think it's again for me. It's the beginning. I'm barely starting. I know some of the papas out there are a little more experienced. I know you've gone through it a while. Some of the mamas out there, there you guys have been through it for a while.
Well,
Um,
what I'm thinking of, what I would do to, if you want to continue that they believe in Christmas and all that, is make the fun. And it sucks because but there's gonna be a day that they're not gonna believe in, and there's gonna be a day that they know that you're the one that's getting everything. But make the fun toys from Santa, and make the other ones from you guys. The
yeah,
necessities one from you, like the clothes, stuff like that from you guys.
yeah.
That's all.
No, and we are. I think that, and we've kind of said that the last couple of years, even though Amelia doesn't fully understand. Yeah, we've been trying to make sure that we tell her that we got her something or Grandpa got her something, lo que
Yeah.
sea. Um, let me see. We got a question. Have you ever actually had to get your kids a small gift or no gift at all? Every year we say the same, but I always come through somehow. I don't understand what he's asking. If every
Well,
year we say the same,
for example, there's years I know. This year was a little tougher for me money wise, as per se the last year, or the year before, or whatever. When I was obviously with my ex, there was no even of how much. What's the budget? What's the budget that we're going to spend? There was no budget, basically.
mm,
Whatever it is that we knew that they wanted, they got. So
yeah.
you're talking about estaba el pinche árbol, maybe I don't know, 7 foot tree, and the gifts would go probably about 5 foot around.
No, you guys would do it. You just fuck it, lo que quieran, vámonos.
Anyway,
I can get them.
and then not only us, but estaban los regalos de grandma and grandpa, de la tía, del tío, del vecino, so it would get pretty big. But now that it's different, I do I obviously, and that they're bigger, I do have to budget to where what is my kid wants. Obviously he's very into sneakers right now, and those shoes, anything that he wants, it's $100 and above.
Yeah.
And yes, there's always, even my daughter, she wanted um those flip bars for gym, like a gymnastic type flip bars,
Mm-hmm.
and it's over $100 each one. And I tried very hard. I told them, I go, this year you guys have a budget of 200 each, right? Well, just still, you look at it, $200 each one, you can get some decent gifts with that, right?
Yeah.
But then you start looking at what they want, and fuck, $200 is nada, güey. $200 is nada, Yeah, for my daughter, I could get away with a little bit more, because the stuff that she wanted wasn't really expensive. But again, for my son, yeah, I couldn't keep my $200 budget for each one,
Yeah.
because it was unreal. It was literally he was going to open one gift,
Yeah.
you know, and not that it wasn't enough, not that he shouldn't be satisfied with whatever he gets. In that situation, I would have probably thrown myself under the bus, or put myself, thought about, like, you know what, Dick, you could have done better.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do better? You had all year to prepare for this, and you didn't do better. So I would have beaten myself up if I didn't get more or less what they wanted. Which I know they're very they're very thankful for it, because my daughter, oh, thank you, daddy, this is what I wanted, daddy, thank you. It's a lot better than the one that I had chosen, blah blah blah, this and that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think, like he says, more one way or another, we give in, because not because we have to. I think it's because we care.
Yeah.
We care enough for what they think, and and how they see the situations, and because I think we know that it's not impossible.
When I was younger, I remember we. I wouldn't say we didn't get what we wanted. It was always like
You
ask
didn't get all what you wanted.
you get to pick one gift.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get to pick one gift. What is it that you want? Like, que quieres? Oh, well. And me and Julio, I feel like me and Julio used to always kind of split the big gift. We'd be like, hey, well, yeah, you want to get a Nintendo? Should we get a Nintendo?
yeah,
Yeah, let's get a Nintendo. Let's get a Nintendo. Or let's get a Nintendo 64. Then let's get a Nintendo 64. All right, let's get a Nintendo 64. And we still always like, oh, we want this. Let's do it together. And then that was our gift. And then we would get like clothes, and we were part of like the angel, what is it, angel gift in at the city. Like the city of Norwalk had like a angel gift for kids that qualified
yeah.
for gifts or whatever. Um and uh so so I even now, like I feel like now, if I really wanted to and my wife wanted to, like, we could. We're in a and we're privileged enough to be in a good place to where, if we wanted to kind of spoil and buy everything to the kids, like, we could. But at least for me, I'm like, man, like, we don't need all that shit. And part of my French, I'm like, we
And,
just we just don't need it.
you don't,
And
because
and
especially when
and
they're little like that.
and I don't know, like, even to like I've told, and I don't know, maybe I don't know if this is 100% right or 100% wrong. Obviously, if people want to give your kids something, they can give them the kids, and you should be grateful for what they're giving them. But I've told my family, like the kids don't need fucking 20 toys.
Yeah,
They
no, they
don't.
don't.
I appreciate you guys thinking of my kids, and I appreciate you guys, giving us, giving, wanting to give them stuff. I appreciate it. I'm thankful for it. Pero they just don't need it. They don't need all this stuff. ¿Pa qué? Like,
So
why are we making
that's
them,
what I've learned. That's what I've learned as far as other people giving our kids stuff. Um, Parties, even birthdays, right? Um, Trying to find a way. Um, I want to say, if other people want to give our kids gifts, give them. I think it's more of our responsibility as parents to give our kids the clothes,
Simon?
and then for other people, tias, tios, strangers, neighbors, whatever, a toy, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever toy. It doesn't have to be anything expensive, but the toys are fine to give, because I think more of anything, the toys are desechable, right? Again, they play one day with the toy, and then another day they're not. And then it's our responsibility to, again, to teach them with those toys. Okay, you can get this new toy, but now you're gonna have to recycle two toys.
Simon.
And
As they get older, obviously those lessons
right,
start coming
right.
up.
And by recycle, I mean either do a yard sale or uh, donate it.
Simon.
You know, and keep that kind of like a rule. Hey, when you want something or when you get something, doesn't matter if it's Christmas, your birthday, or randomly. In order for you to keep it, you have to give up two toys. You know, because, and again, that's when you start hoarding toys and you have nowhere to put them. And then not only that, but you're teaching them a lesson. Hey, I have to give as well. I can't just receive or
Yeah.
be receiving, but I also have to give. And
Yeah.
that's what we do, or they still do.
Yeah. And I think part of that, though, and I think part of the reason that I don't want them to
Well,
get so many toys is
it's us
because
telling
well,
people
hold on,
not
hold on,
to
hold
open
on.
their kids'
Yeah.
toys, bro.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing. The reason I think one of the reasons too, and I guess I hadn't really thought about it, right? It's is one, I grew up with not getting a mountain of toys, right? I just didn't.
I
And
think most of us, bro.
yeah, right. And it's not that I felt bad that I never got them, because obviously you get older, especially when you get older and you find out, how presents are come. You appreciate the work that your parents are doing, and you're getting, and you just you accept it differently, right? But I think at the same time, you head into Christmas not expecting a million toys and upset because you didn't get a million toys, or you didn't get everything that you want, or you didn't get this, right? So it doesn't become an expectation. It becomes like, man, I got gifted something, right? You appreciate. There's more value to it,
Well,
right?
then
And I
again,
think as you get
that's where
older, it just carries over to
that's
like
where
you know,
we have to make it from the get go. So again, if you're gonna make them believe in this whole Christmas spirit, um, we have to from when they start their Christmas list, right?
yeah,
Okay, make sure that when you ask for Santa, you only ask three things or two things, and really think about what is it that you want,
yeah,
you know. Or if they do write a lot, what's your top five? Not only is it easier for us, but they already, they already know. Okay, I could only get three gifts. I could only get two gifts.
Simon,
I can't ask for any of all this stuff. Or again, if you're like my brother, shit, you're only getting clothes from us, and that's all you're getting, regardless.
yeah,
Regardless what's on your list. You know.
yeah, um, yeah, but yeah, no, 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 and I mean, I agree with it. I agree 100%, and I think we're both on the same page here. And it's a trip. It's a trip because you know if if we would have gotten everything we wanted every year, then I feel like
Well, it defeats the purpose of
it,
Christmas.
it defeats it. Well, does it?
Well, yeah,
We
because
live in a very materialistic world, right?
Santa's not going to give them all that.
Why not? He's done it to me in the past, right? I think it just. I think
Well,
it
then
just. It just.
that's
It.
why you
It.
got to start where you're at right now and really think about it. Okay, what type of a person am I trying to build here?
Yeah.
So, what type of a human being am I raising to expect everything what they want? And is it bad for them to expect to get everything they want if they're going to work for it, or expect nothing and whatever you get, it's a blessing? You know,
Yeah.
because it can go both ways. Yeah, I'm expecting everything because I work my ass off. And because I work my ass off, I'm going to get everything I want. So then you create a person that is very hungry and is willing to do anything for whatever it is that they want. Or
Simon.
get a person that doesn't expect anything and never is going to strive for anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Oh, well, I wasn't expecting it anyways. Because I never get anything. Well, I'm not lucky because I'm just not a lucky person, or I don't get things because I'm brown, or because I'm Mexican, or because of this, or because of that.
Yeah.
It can go as far as that, if you really put it in that situation. When I tell my kids, and I've been telling my kids, is, hey, remember, ya te la saben. Whatever and I go, whatever gift you guys get, you what? We're happy and appreciative. Okay.
Yeah.
Because there is going to be that neighbor of the family that is going to get a hoodie. I mean a beanie, just a beanie.
Yeah.
And they're going to look at that beanie and be like, what the fuck, a beanie? You know? Or there
Yeah.
is going to be that neighbor that's just going to get the girls a scarf. And
Yeah.
they're going to be in that age like, oh, a scarf, yay.
Yeah.
Or there is going to be that person that gives a cobija or a toalla,
Shit, I'll
you
take a
know?
cobija. Una San
I
Marcos.
I
Oh,
remember I remember one year, dude. I remember my parents were pretty broke. Even and later on, in when they were going through some stuff, when we were already out of the house, they spent all their Christmas money on the kids, and I didn't get shit. My brother didn't get shit. My sister didn't get shit. You know.
yeah.
And again, we were used to that. My parents would always give us stuff. And my mom said, "Yeah, mijo, I'm sorry, pero este año no va a haber para los adultos." I'd be like, "What the I go, why? I go, return one of Adrian's and give me something. I need socks too, you know?
Yeah.
I go, they have everything, don't worry about them. Pero no, ellos la montaña de ropa. But
Yeah.
then again, that's when you start growing, you start, that your kids are gonna be first in
Yeah.
grandpa's eyes and grandma's eyes,
Yeah.
and you have enough to buy your own.
Yeah. And this year, I think Vero and I, well, Vero and I spoke to each other, before, and I was like, well, well, we don't have to get each other gifts this year. Like, let's just take care of the kids. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Like we're planning a trip next year. Like, let's just save our money. We're trying to go to Disneyland. Like, we're gonna spend money there. Like it's all good. Like, we don't really need anything. We thankfully, if if we want something throughout the year, we get it. Like, it's not like I need
Well,
something this year. But
bro, I'll tell you this: the older you get, the less gifts you get. So
yeah. Oh yeah. No. 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 I'm not saying we get mountains of gifts anyway, but I think that's kind of where we were this year, and it worked out nice. It took a little bit of the stress off from that aspect, and we kind of just both talked about what we wanted to get the kids, and I was like, oh, I want to get my nephew something. Oh, I wanted to get Emilia this. Oh, did you get this? Oh, did you get And so it kind of made it a little bit more fun to buy gifts. Obviously, I still gave her gifts because I'm not gonna just not get her anything.
did she give you something?
Eh?
Did she
Yeah.
follow through or no?
No, she got me something too.
Some of you guys didn't follow through to what
So
you
we
said.
didn't follow through, but it wasn't like
It's hard though. It's hard though because
we didn't
uh,
spend $300-$400 on each other.
when my ex were like that too. I go, hey, you know what? This year I don't. Let's just concentrate on the kids and the
Yeah.
family. But you always, I always have that guilty conscience of like, or I want to have that. I want to see that look when they open their gifts. They go, oh, I thought you said nothing for us. I go, I know you got me something. I already know you. I know how you are, and yeah, and it was hidden somewhere, So, and it'd be something small like a hat or something, something that they know that we like, and we're real easy, It's either anything Cowboys for you might be anything about soccer, or anything golf, and with me too, anything Cowboys, anything soccer, and yeah, no, not really soccer, but anything golf and whatever about the Dodgers too.
Simon.
Real easy stuff. I remember one year I got this like I got a a Cowboys it's a poker chip, but it's also a ball marker.
Nice. There you go.
But do I use it? No. It's in my desk drawer. But that's what I got. Well, that's what I got.
Yeah.
And it's still here. So,
That's a beautiful thing, baby. It's a beautiful thing.
but little things like that is like, oh, how cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing. It doesn't take much to when you become a dad to make you smile. I think the happiest thing is watching your kids open up their gifts and be like, oh, ooh. Like this year, I got my Adrian. He knew everything that I was gonna buy him, but he hadn't seen it yet. And I got him a indoor basketball, and it wasn't just a basketball. I mean, to the naked eye, it looks just like a normal basketball, but it's it was personalized. So they were able to stamp on it his name, his number, and then his last name. So
Simon.
and the box it comes with, it says, the name of the basketball, and it says 101. So it makes it, a little bit more special. And he's like, Dad, look what it has. I go, oh, okay, so that's good. It looks nice. It's cool, huh? Yeah. But yeah, it's things like that. You just got to make it a little bit more special every year.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for all the memories that we're gonna be making. Uh, I think we got some good feedback from some of our audience here with Katie, Steve, giving us some ideas of kind of what they did with letting one of their kids know about Santa as he gets older, and working with the elf and in a positive way, and in a way that it's not stressful, so much stressful for the parent either, because you can make it however you want to. But yeah, man. I'm just excited. I'm excited for all the memories that we'll be making in the future.
You have a
Um,
lot. You have a lot of stuff to look up to do.
yeah, man. I'm looking forward to all of it. But with that, I think we're getting to the end here. Um, we are gonna be starting a new year in about a week.
Hmm.
You ready for the new year,
Well, that better or not has to come. So here we go.
Simon?
Mhm. I feel
Um,
good. I feel good about this one, bro. I got a lot of plans already kind of in the works, and hopefully, hopefully hopefully by the end of the year I could finish one of my goals. So
Hell yeah, we'll get it done, baby. Get it done. Uh, um, Next month we'll start season 2 of the Que Padre podcast.
for sure.
I just want to thank everybody that's been following us throughout the years. Um, I know. We kind of went through COVID. We went through that whole thing. We went through me having another little kid and kind of trying to navigate a newborn and trying to still participate in this. Thank you, Chris, for helping to keep this whole thing going, because there was some times where it fell out of focus for me. It stopped being a priority because of things that were going on in my life, things that were going on just with life and everything. And so thank you for staying on it and doing what you're doing, keeping QP alive. So I know you and I have discussed a lot of things that we want to do. I think next year we really need to get a lot of these things that we want to do and do them. And there's a big one that I want to do, and I can't wait to share with everybody. But we'll get to that one as soon as we can.
I'm
But other than that,
just waiting on you, brother.
yeah. Other than that, Chris, any messages for me or anybody else out there before we
No,
finish the last one of the year?
not necessarily. Not anything different. I mean, you know how I feel. I sent you a nice little message yesterday, and you didn't think it was me, but it's okay.
I just maybe because I just read it the way I read it, but
No, no, it's I mean, you know how I feel. You know
yeah,
how I feel about you, and how I feel about the whole situation, everything that we've. I think that we have accomplished. I mean, we started this with one idea, and then slowly evolved into what it is now. And I wanna thank you for um, sharing this space with me, and not only sharing it, but making me a part of it as far as me putting in my input of what I think it's cool, what I think is not cool. I would kiss him, bro, but I can't. I already told him that I can't do it. Um, Fortunately for him, I'm not his type. So, um, yeah, you already know, bro. You already know.
yeah,
It's been fuck, bro, almost 20 years since we've known each other, and it's been a while.
yeah. To be 17.
It's I know we've gone through a lot of stuff together, and you've helped me get through some things, and it's been it's been a roller coaster, you know. It's been a roller coaster, and like I've always told you, and I've always tell you now, you know, I am very thankful that one, God has kept you in my life one way or another, because as you know, we've had coworkers that have been very close to us, friends that have been very close to both of us, and they're not here, you know, and it seems like we're literally the last ones that still keep in touch out of pretty much everybody, you know.
Yeah.
And not only in touch, but we keep it as a friendship that has evolved with our family as well, you know, to a
Simon.
point where my kids call you Tio and all that stuff. So, and I know they ask about you all the time. So, I thank you for allowing them into your life and letting us be a part of your life as well. Uh,
Of course, man. Always.
Other than that, again, like I always say, uh, thank you to everybody for everybody being with us every year, every month. I know you guys, well, so few of us want to see us more. They want to see more of my ugly ass, but that's one of the things that I hope that we can do this coming up chapter and get things done. You know, and if everybody could do us a favor, like I said, I always say, subscribe, like, give us stars on YouTube and on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, just so that our name can become more popular with the algorithm. Funny thing, bro, like I told you the other day, a couple of my friends that you don't know are asking about the podcast and are asking follow up questions. Hey, so what's up with your son? Did he find out what team he got into? Did you guys fix that issue? Did you guys had? Or, you know, I have a couple questions about what you guys talked about, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that just lets me know that what we're doing, it's working, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my brother and my son did get into a team, so
Nice. It's a
he's
beautiful thing, baby.
he actually just finished practice not too long ago, so he'll be calling me in a little bit.
Nice. Well, give him my congratulations.
Other than that, thank you
And
to everybody. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody else. Be safe in a couple days. We want to see you guys next year and then continue this for many more seasons, hopefully. And thank you to all for again giving us your input about everything.
thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody. With that, you guys have a good night. We'll tune in next year. We'll see you in 2024. Be
Yes, sir.
safe,
All
be friendly, be kind. Ya nos vemos.
right. Good night,
Peace.
guys.
Que Padre.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah.